हेलो एंड गुड मॉर्निंग ऑल ऑफ यू। वेलकम टू द कैंपस रिव्यू ऑफ जीपी नवादा। जैसा कि आप लोग देख सकते हैं, कॉलेज जाने के लिए ये मेन रोड है। मेन रोड से कुछ ही दूरी के बाद कॉलेज है और कॉलेज जाने के लिए एक पक्की रोड है। चलिए आपको दिखाता हूँ। कॉलेज जाने के लिए मेन रोड ये है। मेन रोड कुछ ही दूरी के बाद कॉलेज मिल जाएगी आपको। तो कुछ जैसा कि आप लोग देख सकते हैं, कॉलेज जाने के लिए मेन रोड ये है। Now, finally, enter the campus of GP Nawada. As you see, it is the entrance gate of GP Nawada. First of all, let me give you the overview of GP Nawada campus.
अबे जल्दी बोल, कल सुबह पनवेल निकलना है।
After entering the campus, you will see. After entering the campus, you will, and after then girls hostel, and then academic building, and after that boys hostel, and apart from that there is also a lecturer quarter beside the boys hostel. First of all, let me show you the principal quarter of GP Nawada campus. As you see, it's the principal quarter. After principal quarter, you got a girls hostel. Let me give you the overview of girls hostel. First of all, girls hostel is fully surrounded with tight security. Let me show the overview of girls hostel. It's the main entrance of girls hostel. After that एक सीढ़ी भी है, आपको सीढ़ी भी मिल जाएगी, और डिसेबल्ड लोगों के लिए, दिव्यांग लोगों के लिए आपको ये स्लोप भी मिल जाता है फॉर उनके बेहतर के लिए। और यहाँ पे 24/7 वार्डन रहती हैं, डे हो चाहे नाइट हो, आपको सिक्योरिटी की कोई दिक्कत नहीं होती है। 24/7 वार्डन बैठी रहती हैं। कभी भी परमिशन इनके परमिशन से गर्ल्स अंदर बाहर आती जाती हैं। तो सर गर्ल्स हॉस्टल के जस्ट बाद आपको हमारे कैंपस में देखने को मिल जाता है ओपन एयर थिएटर, और उसके बाद एकेडमिक बिल्डिंग। चलिए हम लोग लेके चलते हैं आपको ओपन एयर थिएटर में। जैसा कि आप लोग देख सकते हैं, ये हमारा ओपन एयर थिएटर है। कॉलेज में कोई भी फंक्शन होती है तो हम लोग ओपन एयर थिएटर में करते हैं। आफ्टर ओपन एयर थिएटर आपको मेन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव बिल्डिंग मिल जाती है। As you see, it's the main academic and administrative building block of this college. We will show you the academic building at last. Let me show you the cafeteria and boys hostel of this college. It's the cafeteria of this college. That's the boys hostel of this college. See. बॉयज़ हॉस्टल के सामने आपको छोटा सा एक प्लेग्राउंड दिख जाता है, और ये क्या कहते हैं, जहाँ पे वॉलीबॉल और छोटा सा शॉर्ट बाउंड्री वगैरह होते रहते हैं। और ये रहा मेन अपना हॉस्टल। चलिए हम आपको हॉस्टल का रिव्यू देते हैं। स्टार्ट में ही आपको ये डिसेबल्ड लोगों के लिए, दिव्यांग लोगों के लिए एक स्टेयर स्लोप मिल जाती है। और स्टार्ट में आपको गार्ड मिल जाते हैं। आपको कोई भी परमिशन, कहीं भी अंदर अगर बाहर जाना है तो गार्ड के परमिशन से यहाँ पे रेगुलर रजिस्टर डायरी मेंटेन होती है।
कैसे कैसे लोग रहते हैं यार यहाँ पर। साला तुमको पागल कुत्ते का गाड़ी उठा के ले जाएगा, बता रहे हैं हम।
स्टार्ट में आपको ये गार्ड रूम मिल जाता है। स्टाफ रूम में आपको फुल्ली सीसीटीवी मिल जाती है। रेगुलर मॉनिटर होते रहता है सारे फ्लोर्स पे। 3 फ्लोर है आप लोग बॉयज हॉस्टल में, तीनों फ्लोर पे सीसीटीवी है। और रेगुलर डायरी और रजिस्टर मेंटेन होते हैं स्टूडेंट्स के। सारे इंफॉर्मेशन स्टूडेंट्स का यहाँ पे रहता है। एंड नाउ कम्स द ग्राउंड फ्लोर। ग्राउंड फ्लोर में आपको ब्लॉक ए और ब्लॉक बी मिल जाते हैं। और दोनों ब्लॉक्स में आपको किचन मिल जाता है, भोजनालय दोनों साइड। और जैसा कि आप लोग देख सकते हो, इग्नोर करना है, पीछे पीछे जैसा कि आप लोग देख सकते हैं सारे सीसीटीवी कंट्रोल्ड हैं। चलिए आपको फ्लोर्स दिखाते हैं। And it's the second floor of boys hostel. एंड आपको एंटर करते ही एक बालकनी मिल जाती है और सीसीटीवी, वेल फंक्शन सीसीटीवी। एंड फ्रॉम ईच ब्लॉक आपको कपड़े धोने का रूम मिल जाता है, वॉशरूम मिल जाता है। सारे ब्लॉक में आपको उस वाले ब्लॉक में भी सेम मिल जाएगा। सारे ब्लॉक्स में आपको वॉशरूम और टॉयलेट, नीट एंड क्लीन वॉशरूम एंड टॉयलेट मिल जाती है। और आपको हर एक ब्लॉक में फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर और वाटर पाइप इमरजेंसी के लिए, और बैल्कनी है। It's the third floor of boys hostel. At every floor you got the fire extinguisher and water pipe for the emergency. There is a terrace also, but the terrace area is blocked for security reasons.
के लिए बंद करवा दिया।
Now it's the time for workshop. Let me show you the workshop. First of all, in the front of the workshop, you can see that it is the staff room where the teachers and lecturers show and explain the machines. So now let me show you some machines. It's the carpentry shop and welding shop. And first of all, let me tell you, it's a machine where we can do sharp of any iron objects or something else. We can say that in layman language, किसी को हम लोग धार तेज करने के लिए हम लोग ये मशीन यूज़ करते हैं. And after that, you can see there are welding machines where we should weld the iron thing. We can attach this thing. There are 3 welding machines, and after that we can see there are transformers. There are arc welding transformers. It can control the voltage, or there are 2 transformers, and there is a machine. This was the first room of this workshop. Let me show you the second one, which is fitting shop and sheet metal shop. That's the second room of workshop, where you have to see many machines there, in which we do tight the apparatus of, and after that tightening the apparatus, we can cut or whether anything what we want. So it comes in mechanical branch. So it's the mechanical, mainly it's the room of mechanical branch students. Let me show you a machine which is called Kaplan turbine test ring. It is commonly used in hydroelectric power plant, where we generate electricity. So have a look of this. We generate hydroelectricity with 3 things, but there are 2 machines. First one was Kaplan, and second one was a Francis turbine test ring. In the same here, we generate electricity with water, or there are some tables where we do practicals or concept theory, and after that we do practicals. Second room, after there is third room, and third room is machine shop and blacksmith shop. Let's have a look. There are so many machines. Have a close look. There are 2 bench drilling machines, which is related to mechanical branch, as you know. There are 2 shaping machines where we shape tough materials like iron and whatever the material is tough, we use to shape from this machine. And after that, it's the tensile strength checking machine. We will able to know the tensile strength of the any material. Suppose an iron rod fixed in this 2 points, and we used to come to know the breaking point, tensile strength, what's the breaking point, what's the force of the machine. Start. Have a look of this machine. It's the length machine, where we used to measure the length, and we can shape the things. There are jaws. यहाँ पे jaw है. हमें screwdriver बनाना है. We have to make a screwdriver. So then when tight the rod from this screwdriver, after that this part will come closer and shape the rod into a screw. So that after that we got the result of a screwdriver. It's the tightening we can use to shift this after doing this. There is also a length machine, the same function as this machine do, the same function as this. It's the second part of the workshop, where it's the first room of the second part of the workshop, where AC machine lab and DC machine lab and transformer labs are there. Where we used to see that there are such motors. Its first one is alternator, second one is synchronous motor, third one is induction motor. There are 3 types of motor, and after that there are 3 generators are there also. Shunt generator is this one is shunt generator. Where we got to note the shunt of the circuit. This one is also the DC shunt generator, and this one is also DC shunt generator. Same you got to see the DC, and here comes the motor, where we used to know the force. First of all, you got the overview of all the machines which is in this lab, and let me explain one of these. This is control panel for DC shunt motor 3 HP coupled with 2 kV ampere alternator. Here you got to know that This is the single phase input supply where and this one is motors connected from two motors connected from this machine where we give the single phase input supply in this this system. This system contains two motors. It is a DC voltage with a DC, and it is first the single phase supply is given to this motor. It converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. After that, it is connected through the shaft which with alternator, and that alternator converts the mechanical energy into electrical energy, and it comes into this three phase load. After that, we got to know the readings of the current which comes from the alternator from this device. It's the second lab of the second part of the workshop, where you come to see there are compaction test apparatus where we used to know the करंट कंपोजिशन ऑफ ले. अगर सीमेंट का कंपोजिशन होता है, सीमेंट का कंपोजिशन में आप कितना अगर करेक्ट वाटर मिक्सचर कितना एडेड है वो हम लोग इस अपरेटस के ज़रिए जानते हैं. अगर ये फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये अगर ये जो अपरेटस है इसमें हम मिक्सचर ऐड करके मिक्सचर रेडी हो जाएगा, तो उस मिक्सचर को फर्नेस में डाल के ये जो फर्नेस है इस फर्नेस में डाल करके ये लेंथ रॉड है, इस लेंथ रॉड को से मेज़र करेंगे उस फर्नेस को. अगर उस लेंथ से नीचे आया तो वो जो उस लेंथ से अगर नीचे रहा या ऊपर रहा तो वो मिक्सचर है जो इनएप्रोप्रिएट रहेगा. अगर इनएप्रोप्रिएट रहेगा तो फिर से हम लोगों को कंपोजिशन तैयार करना पड़ेगा. एंड दिस वन ये जो फ्लाई व्हील है वेयर यू यूज टू नो द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ द. इट्स द फोर्थ वन लैब विच इज हाइड्रोलिक्स लैब एंड irrigation engineering lab, where you come to see where many of the apparatus. First one is Bernoulli's theorem experiment apparatus. Second one is Venturi meter and office experiment. Third one is hydraulic bench with 6 modules. Third one is flow over notch experiment. Fourth is Reynolds apparatus. It's the same Reynolds apparatus. Let me explain you the first one, where the water pressure it elaborates the charge and current through a water experiment, where and from piezometer tube we used to measure the pressure of the water which is circulating through the funnel. So that's the apparatus. Here comes the physics lab. In physics lab, first one is sodium light by using Newton's rings apparatus, where we come to see the light. Let me show you. Here it's the sodium tube, where first we give the electricity. After the color will change from sodium from pink to green. After heating, it comes from pink to yellow. Sorry, it's pink to yellow. After that, while happening from pink to yellow, we come to see from this shape. The same spectrometer device. Here it's the voltmeter, where we used to measure the voltage of a circuit. Here it comes the rheostat. Here it comes the rheostat, where we measure where we measure the variable resistance from a circuit. It's the ammeter, where you used to measure the amount of current. Here it's the spectrometer. The angle of refraction while moving this angle of reflection of light while moving this while changing the angle, we got the find the angle of reflection. It's here it's the sonometer device, where we go. Let me show you. Here it works. Here it's the screw gauge. Here it's the screw gauge. It's the vernier caliper. where we used to measure the length of a object. We use to measure we use this thing to measure the small length of the object from this. Here comes the device photoelectric cell characteristic apparatus, where we used to come to know the intensity. If suppose we are increasing the intensity by making the light closer to the sodium photocell. It's the sodium photocell. We when we close the light, means we are increasing the intensity of the light. The voltmeter and ammeter are increasing. It means that the electric current from these circuits is increasing. And when we used to make the distance far from the sodium photocell, the electric current decreases. It shows that the electric cells depends upon the light. Here comes the chemistry lab, where we come to see there are many chemicals. As you see that potassium permanganate, sodium hydroxide. There are many of the compounds, lead acetate, barium carbide. There are many compounds. Have a look. It's the glass rod furnace, where it's a beaker where we used to react two chemicals. There are many chemicals, you can say. There are different types of electrolytes are there. Furnace. It's the glass rod where we used to measure the amount of water which we are going to add in a beaker. It's a beaker. And here comes the very spare beakers and glass rods are there, where we can use further. Here is the water source which is available in every desk, so we can use water during experiment. And if while having any reaction, if we have confusion, then we can quick revise periodic table after doing knowing the atomic mass, atomic radius, and many of the reactant which we are going to experiment. The main part of the campus, administrative block. And here comes the lobby of the building, where visitors and students wait here. It's the main lobby of the building. After entering the lobby, first we got to know that there is a principal lab, principal chamber.
अरे कहना क्या चाहते हो?
And here comes the principal chamber. Good morning, sir. That's our respected principal, sir, and teacher, where principal sir functions, runs the entire institution. And it's the waiting area where parents and staff wait after doing. And this one is examination rooms, where staffs functions after examination. If something is doing after examination query, students comes from this rooms. It's the mechanical electrical branch, and here is civil and electronics branch, and the documents arranged in this. The rooms are fully air conditioned here. And it comes the office room, where several of records kept here. Students' records here, information are kept, and staffs are everywhere. And here comes the computer rooms, where function digital computer room, where digitally record meters are there, and it's the projects where students' projects kept in this area. And here comes the seminar hall, where we used to see the seminar hall. First one is digital board, where we used to function many of these. And here comes the room area, lobby. And there is a podium also in the seminar hall where we used to deliver a speech or something else. After seminar hall, there are in corner there is washroom for separate washroom for boys and girls and staffs. So you can you may see the girls' toilet, and it's the staff and male toilet. And here comes the first floor of the administrative block where our classes runs. Entering the first floor, it's the washroom, common washroom where boys and girls use. After in the first floor, is HOD rooms are there, where every HOD can the HOD rooms. Here comes the first classroom of the this floor. First class where it's of electronics engineering, where electronic engineering students are there. It's a very vast class where whiteboard. And it's the second class of electrical engineering students. You may see the apparatus are fully well. And here comes the third room, which is room of civil engineering, where civil engineers study. Same concept, vast room. Here comes the fourth room, where it's of mechanical engineering branch, where and here comes the drawing room, where we used to make the graphs, and it's a well maintained, well. There is a second drawing room, same as there. And here comes the electronic engineering lab. Actually, labs are in every floor. Some of the instruments are here: transistor kit, segment decoder, techniques of BJT kit, it's BJT, converter kit, analog converter kit, it's digital multimeter, receiving kit, and it's the function generator. Here comes the soldering machine, and CRO, and 60 to 1 line. And this one is 16 to 1 line multiplex meter. At the last corner, here comes another toilet or washroom, and it's the faculty lounge where faculty can discuss. Here is a storeroom also, where several soft products are kept here, spare products. After later we can use. And here comes the second floor. From starting, there is a washroom, and this is computer lab in second floor, where KYC is done. Computer lab, fully air conditioned. And here comes in the second floor. First is surveying lab. Second one is fluid mechanics lab. Third one is building construction lab of civil students, and fourth one is thermal engineering lab. And here comes the basic electronics lab. In second floor, we got to find every branch lab, the classrooms, and it's the classroom where students study. Same concept of first floor. And here comes another classroom. Another classroom. Fifth one. Fifth one. At the last of second floor, we got our drawing hall. Yeah, very vast drawing hall. And we got a toilet, washroom. Here comes the third floor of academic building, and it's the first, at start we got a washroom, and here comes the central library where students borrow books, and it's the library where we got every book what we need. It's and here comes the section of branch paper books where we got to find branch paper books. And here comes the common general dictionary where student can, and here it's the section of first year students, and it's the book of first year students. And here comes the storeroom where UPS are there, where if the sudden power cut is happening in the school, college, we used to back up with this. These are there connected so that it may cut. And here comes the computer room, which is fully air conditioned. Let's have a look of communication skill language lab, where highly modified computer PC setups are there. It's the training placement office. And here comes the back part of the administrative block. And that one is back part of the workshop.